Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Thomas, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, Zoo. Hey. 51. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got Roan. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 69 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
The Vikings first down.
Here we go. Set. Go to the engine. Pick it up. Defense. Let's go.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, Michelle. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defense. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Exit.
Now Michelle. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check safety, check safety. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. That's it.
Jackson now, throwing again. They'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Tackle. Switch. Rush it up. Rush it.
On the ground, this is Michel. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Redskins' 45-yard line.
Ready. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Up. Coming out to you.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
51, Mike, 51. You get rock me. You get rock me.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Not today, you are. Not today. Chance.
Protein spill.
51, Mike, 51. You must be getting tired.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Look at me. Zipper.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Squish, double.
Shoot. 61, matchbox lights. Go.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
218, chopper. Hey, wahoo. Nah.
51 to Mike.
General West.
Check.
Deep rip.
Here's McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Smoke. Go.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready,
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Topper. Hey, Foxtrot.
51. I got one.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Yep.
At the 18-yard line.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Set, ready. 90 Wolf.
Here we go. Hey, we got time right.
Hey, seam 6.
Bring it out. Mike 51.
51, Mike 51.
Yo, go, go.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Go, Mike.
Hey, Charlie. Recon, 132 fighter.
Stop your whining.
Watch the safety creep. Get it.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. And now it's 2nd down. Jackson to throw again. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Right here, right here. Switch. Wide, get wide.
To throw again is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 58, come on.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Austin. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a...
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. He's at the 50 and all the way down to the 37. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Go.
Come on, boy, 51. I got it.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check. Lucky. Kill.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, Echo.
51's the mic. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Yes.
Mike, 51.
Go.
To throw on third down, Fitzgerald. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
Ready.
That's good for a Washington Redskins.
Hey, Delta.
First and 10 at the 40-yard
Mike
line.
51. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Lead dribble.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Pull it high.
Watch out.
Hey, Alpha.
Check.
Shoot.
On second down, it's Pollard. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike 51. I'm coming. Mike 51.
McCaffrey. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Bang, 61. Matchbox lights.
Mike,
Bravo.
Mike 51. They can't hang with us. Watch the twist.
Hey. Ready?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
X3. 2. 218, chopper. Hey, Haywood.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Mike 51. Switch.
Topper. Hey, exit. Get it.
This is McCaffrey. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
80 weapon.
Check.
Hey.
We got motion. Back up. Watch 36.
Five.
Switch up. Check 9.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, set.
Mike, boy, 51. Hey, watch the slant.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, let's get there. Quick dash. Come.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Redskins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4.
Wahoo! Now!
SOS. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey,
5.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
check 50.
Blue draw Corkers. Go. Smoke. Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Protein spell.
Now again, right side. Pollard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Go. 90 Wolf.
Let's get it.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, foxtrot.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if somebody out there, we got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch it. Shift. Squeeze. Let's go.
They're running it. It's Michelle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Jacobs now, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That's it, baby.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.